Hey y'all, so I really girl, I really wanted to do a video talking about everything that I loved in 2025. I've got lots of stuff to talk about, some beauty stuff, some fashion stuff, books, music, hobbies, concerts, art shows, classes, and I wanted a chance to talk about all of those things before the year is over. So yeah, let's get into it. I guess you're staying, huh? I guess she's staying. Okay, first is a bag. My denim Telfar. I got this bag like right when it came out, right? And I used it a ton when I first got it, put it away, started using other bags. I brought this bag back out like mid-year. This has become my like everyday running around bag. I will grab other bags when I'm like going out, going to dinner, going to brunch. But yeah, if I am just like running around, going to the grocery store, going to the farmer's market, this is the bag that I grab. I think that what I really like about this bag, especially in like fall winter, is I wear a lot of like leather jackets, and I like having a bag that is not leather to just break it up sometime, like a different texture. I have added some more pins to it. I already had these 3, and then I added the Prince pin in this little vintage one. Love this bag. Like, what else can I say? Also, it's light when it's empty, so it never gets like crazy heavy. Bye. I know they do the duffels now as well. I just don't know if I need 2 bags that are so similar. So this was probably my most used bag of the year. Still really love it. Also, holding up so good. Fantastic. Like, it still looks new. Next, let's talk beauty for a minute. Overall, I would say 2025 is the year that I got back into MAC. When I was in college, I was very much a MAC girl. I think a lot of people were. I was one of those people that like followed the collections, standing outside of Macy's at 8 a.m. for Rihanna lipstick. Like, that was me. I don't know what it was, but it's like at a certain point this year, I was just like, I don't like any of my foundations. I don't like any of my concealers. I don't like I was going through and I was just like, why do I not have a foundation that I like? I had a couple Fenty, NARS. They oxidized really badly, and I would look at pictures of myself after and I was like, what's going on? And so in preparation of like going back to work, I was like, let me get a new foundation. Honestly, Sephora is just overwhelming. There are like too many options at this point. I was like, you know what? Let me take it back and go to MAC. This is where I keep all of my makeup. Basically everything that I wear on an everyday basis. My brushes are still in there, but like, this is all of my actual makeup, which is crazy. I used to have so much. I started with MAC Face and Body. This was my go-to all through college. Like, never had bad skin, never needed a ton of coverage. This was like my favorite. It's still good. But I ended up trying, what is this? The Studio Radiance. This is what I'm wearing today. Really like it. I would say it's like medium coverage. I have drier skin, and I feel like this does not cling to the dry patches. It does not oxidize in a crazy way. I feel like all foundation oxidizes, if we're being honest, but it does not make me look crazy orange. My summer shade and my winter shade are very different, but like the undertones are right, which is what's important to me. I went back to using MSF Natural Mineralized Skin Finish. Like, so many products that I used to use. My concealer, what is this? Studio Fix concealer. I went back to using so many MAC products, and I feel like my makeup has never looked better. So yeah, all that to say, I am like a MAC girl again. Also, MAC artists, I feel like they match me better when it comes to foundation shades, and they know makeup better than the Sephora girls. I'm sorry, but they just do. I feel like they are actual artists and not just salespeople, you know. There's too many products. I feel like the girls at MAC know the products like the back of their hands because there's only so many. The girls at Sephora, it's like there's no way to keep up with stuff releasing every week. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I've returned to MAC, I've returned to my roots. Okay, I wanted to talk about some empties, and once I talk about them, I can throw them away. I've been saving them. I've been saving them. Clearly, these were favorites because I used them up and I repurchased them. The Laneige Cream Skin Toner. This is just like a creamy toner. I've talked about this before. I don't know, I just love this. Like, I use it before my moisturizer. It's already moisturizing. It's like it gives it like a base, like such a like plumping, like soft, smoothing base. And then once I put my moisturizer on top of it, this is the Youth to the People superfood moisturizer. My face be feeling so soft before I like go out into the winter air. Love this. And then when I need to take all of my makeup off at the end of the day, this is the Pharmacy Green Clean. This is just like a makeup removing balm. This one has fragrance, and when I repurchased it, I got the fragrance free. But you know what? When I repurchase it again, I'm just gonna get this one. It feels like the formula is like ever so slightly different on the fragrance free version, and I actually like the way that this smells. Like, I know we try to do fragrance free for skincare, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it for this. So yeah, gets all of my makeup off, leaves my skin still feeling very like soft and supple and not stripped after I get everything off. And then I feel like everyone has talked about this, but the Edam lip balm, actually used this up, and I buy so many lip balms. Like, me using a lip balm up means that I really like it, and I just was reaching for it. I was reaching for this. This actually lived up to the hype. I will probably always repurchase. It feels like it actually lasts on my lips, and I don't need to just keep reapplying, which is how I feel about most lip balms. And once you start paying $25, $30 for lip balms, they need to be this good. They need to be this good. Now, my last like beauty related thing are my nails. I actually do need to go. We'll probably go this weekend, but I just wanted to say I am someone who is very much a light pink nail girl. That was my go-to for so long, and I feel like I had fun trying colors this year. Like, I have this red. I mean, it's more giving burgundy. I wanted to do some kind of a red for the holidays. What else did I do this year? I did like a blue, like a dark teal kind of a color. I did lots of butter yellow, a sherbet orange. Oh, I did like a light blue. Like in the middle of the summer, I did like a light blue on my nails and my toes, which was so cute, and I was so tan. I cannot wait to do that again. But yeah, I just had a lot of fun picking nail colors this year, and not just getting like my normal light pink French, like classic, don't get me wrong, but nails are so fun. And I love getting complimented on my nails when I have a cute color on them. So yeah, had lots of fun with my nails this year. I want to talk about like media, so I guess like shows, movies, books, whatever. Okay, so what were my favorites of this year? TV wise, it was probably My Brilliant Friend. Watched that and really loved it. I know I need to read the books. I know, it's just a commitment. It's a commitment to commit to like a 4-book series. It's funny now because I feel like other books are trying to like recreate that dynamic of like this intense, toxic, like female friendship. I want to talk about Lonely Crowds. I have thoughts. I have thoughts after reading that. I thought I was gonna like it more than I did. Anyway, My Brilliant Friend, I really enjoyed watching. I thought the acting was really good. I will say, when they switched the actors once they were older for like the last season, it took me out of it just a little bit. The actress who plays Leela looks exactly like her, and not even just looks exactly like her, but like the mannerisms and a lot of it was like the same. That was really amazing that they were able to like have that continuity. But the actress who played Elena, who was basically the narrator of the story, I just never believed that she was Elena, like when the actresses changed. That was my biggest gripe. That was my biggest gripe with the show. But overall, I was super invested in it, would think about it after I watched an episode. I would be sitting in bed thinking about it. Yeah, really loved it. Will definitely be reading the books at some point. I am currently in the middle of watching The Wire, and even though I haven't finished it, I feel like I can still add it to my favorites. This is my second watch, and the show is still just as good as I remember, better even. Yeah, I'm still, it doesn't feel as old as it is. It really doesn't. Even though I like know some of the like big plot points that are coming, it is still like rewatchable for me. Yeah, I love like crime shows, stuff like that. Every time HBO does a crime show, I am going to watch it. So yeah, The Wire, I have been really loving rewatching that in 2025. I always talk about like movies and shows and things like that I'm liking, but I feel like I never talk about like YouTube and like what I watch and who I watch on YouTube. If you do not know this about me, you now know I love drag, like drag content, not just Drag Race, even though I do watch Drag Race, but drag queens, just drag adjacent, drag the cinematic drag universe. Like my most watched on YouTube is not Trixie and Katya, it's not Bob and Monet. I know those are like the popular. It's not Willem in Alaska. It is Mistress, Isabel Brooks. I'm a Mistress fan, yes. And Luscious Massacre. Look, I watched season 15 and immediately became a Mistress fan. She just got it all for me. She just got it all. Like the charisma is there, the fashion is there, the performance is there, the humor is there. And I know some of the girls cannot stand her, especially after All Stars, but I love Mistress. What can I say? Like, she knows that to be a drag queen is to be an entertainer. All the girls don't know that. So Mistress Monday, I always watch. I never miss one. Love Mistress. Who I found this year though was Luscious Massacre. I want to say one of the videos just got recommended to me and that was it. They've also done videos together, my Texas Queens, but love Luscious. Luscious does these videos where she just goes to random stores or she goes to the mall and she would just like talk about the products. She done gone to the Family Dollar, the Dollar Tree, the DD's Discount, the Torrid, the mall, the grocery store. I will watch Luscious go anywhere and just talk. Genuinely entertaining. Some of the best videos are the ones that they have together. The street interviews, mess. Such good mess. So yes, as far as YouTube, my faves for 2025 were Mistress and Luscious. Now let's talk music. You know, I don't do Spotify. I'm an Apple Music girl. I don't know, like honestly, the Spotify interface, I've just never, and I only really kept Spotify for podcasts, but I just have the podcast app, the Apple one, and it has all the same podcasts on it. So I got rid of Spotify and I have not looked back. I feel like their algorithm as far as like giving you new artists is probably better than Apple's, because Apple's is terrible. I just like their interface better. It's just easier for me to navigate, and my grandparents are on my Apple Music account and they can't learn something new at this point. All that to say though, my top artist on Apple Music of 2025 was Prince. It sounds silly to say that like 2025 is the year that I discovered Prince, but it actually is. Like, I went to see Purple Rain in the theater back in like February. Actually being able to go to the theater and hear the music and hear it so clear and so good, and just, that was it for me. Like, that was like the moment I became a legit Prince fan. This year, Prince was my most listened to artist. Prince was number 1 and Prince and the Revolution was number 4. So, so it was a Prince year for me. It sounds crazy to say that, you know, I just like discovered Prince this year, but I guess what I will say is I grew up with my grandparents And there's just a lot of music from the 80s in general that I just have never heard. My grandparents were very like 60s, 70s. It was a lot of like Temptations, Sam Cooke, Smokey Robinson, that kind of, we won't get into it. A lot of that. And then for my grandma, it was very like Marvin Gaye, Al Green, James Brown for both of them. So the 80s was just kind of skipped over. I never got into Prince. And a part of me is like, damn, like I'm so late. The other part of me is like, wow, there's so much. Number one, there's so much, and I get to like slowly go through all of this music now, and it feels like a treat. I got this like limited edition vinyl of Purple Rain. Y'all, I think I am getting a record player for Christmas this year, I think. Okay, my camera died, but we're back. Battery always dying. Okay, next, let's do books. I have 2 books here, one that I talked about already and one I have not mentioned, just read towards the end of this year. First, Girl on Girl by Sophie Gilbert. I would say this is like an exploration of feminism and the failures of feminism in like early 2000s media. Music, TV, magazines, celebrity culture, reality TV, all of it. But yeah, this was great. I feel like it's something I will always go back to when I am reading other things and also looking for new essays, new books related to feminism, sexism, all of the above. This was good. Okay, and this, I was playing with the idea of doing an entire video on this book. This is The Water Bearers by Sacha Bonet, a memoir of mothers and daughters. This is, I guess you would call it like a matrilineal memoir. The author tells the life story of her grandmother, her mother, and herself, and also like other female family members, her great grandmother, her aunts, other people in her life. This did something for me. I don't know, I can't say it healed something in me, but it did something for me to feel so seen. And that's why I really wanted to do an entire video devoted to this book, but I was struggling because I was like, how much do I say about my own family and my own life and the relationships that I have with like older women in my life, all of that, all of that, which is heavy, which is a lot. After I read this, I actually reread Sula by Toni Morrison. I was just thinking so much about like mother-daughter relationships, what women are taught and not taught explicitly, but just like watching their mothers move throughout the world and everything that is unsaid but spoken. When I read books like this, it makes me wish I was in a book club, honestly. But yeah, I really love this, The Water Bearers. This was a huge favorite of 2025. Those are all of the like physical things that I have to talk about, you know, books and lip balms and and all of that. I guess now I would just talk about like experiences and just like things that I did in 2025 that I really enjoyed. And yeah, so let's get into those. I went to a sushi making class. That was so fun. Went to a pottery making class. Went to 2 pottery making classes in 2025. Pottery was so fun, and it just, I feel like, got me back into wanting to make things with my hands, paint, draw, just really want to do like a full like 8 or 10 week class eventually. It's just so hard to get into a studio. So yeah, pottery class. Recently went to wine tasting class, learned a lot about wine. I'm not sure how much of the information I retained, but this was really fun. Got to taste like 6 wines and learn about like the regions and like why you can taste certain things, and it was just really fun. I would say if you are looking for something kind of different, and they did like a little mini charcuterie with it, real cute. And we ended up buying a bottle of one of the wines that we tasted that we really liked. Glenstone, I have been here several times now. Love to go in the spring. It's just really beautiful. The weather is always so nice. And then You have to go in the fall when everything is just like orange and red. So pretty. Also, there was a little treat this time, which was seeing the Simone Lee sculpture that was at the Hirshhorn. We were able to see the same sculpture like in the middle of nature at the Glenstone, and this alone was worth the trip. It was so beautiful. It was like something ancestral about it. It was like I was seeing like an ancient artifact or something. So beautiful. If you are in the DMV area, you have to go to the Glenstone. You have to see the Simone Lee. Just go. The tickets are free. Yes, they go quick, but put a reminder on your phone, just go. I never talked about this, which is crazy, but all the way back in February, right before the show closed, I took a little day trip to Philly to see, I had to look up the name. It was The Time Is Always Now, Artist Reframe the Black Figure. The highlight of this show for me was seeing Danielle McKinney's paintings in person. I had only seen photos of them. Oh, these paintings are so beautiful. That is like a dream. If I could own one of these one day, like one day. These paintings were so beautiful, saturated, lush, the colors, like, and they are small. They are not big paintings, but beautiful. There was a lot of great work in this show, but that was like the highlight for me. So yeah, those were, oh, I was about to move on, but I have to just throw in here at the end, I went to see Gunna last month as well. My only concert of 2025, which is a shame. Favorite Gunna song is On One Tonight, and I did not think he was gonna do it, but he did, and so the night was made for me. Okay, so those are like all of the experiences, things that were done. And then last, I just want to talk about like my favorite hobbies of 2025. I got more into cooking this year. Best things that I made a pot roast for Thanksgiving. It was actually pretty easy and it was so good. And we ate this for like the next 3 days. We were having pot roast for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In 2026, I just want to keep cooking, trying things, making things, baking. So yeah, and then gaming. Something else that I don't really talk about, but maybe I'll start talking about it more. I am like a little bit of a gamer. I do have a Switch Lite. Yes, I'm an Animal Crossing girl. No, I've not played in months. At this point, I'm waiting for a new game. I've had a 5-star island for, I don't know, 3 years. I started playing The Sims. I was into The Sims back when I was like in, I don't know, middle school. Had not played for years, many years. Started playing again within like the last, I don't know, like 3 years. I spent many hours playing The Sims this year and I do not feel guilty about it. I used to feel kind of like, is this wasting my time? It's not, it's a hobby. And then lastly, tattoos. I don't know if I can call this a hobby. Are tattoos a hobby? But I got both of these tattoos in 2025. My girl and my cherries. These are relatively new. And then I'm not even sure how to show. I got a tattoo like right here on my chest, like sternum. I love it so much. If I could have, I would have gotten more tattoos in 2025, but the ones that I added, I really do love them. I decided that one of my first videos of the new year will be a tattoo tour. So if you're interested, definitely subscribe. That is coming. But yeah, those are all of my favorites of 2025. Looking forward to 2026. I really am. Also kind of want to do a video talking about like my goals for 2026. I'm becoming a journal girl. I got a new Hobonichi for 2026. I'm like trying to write every day and just writing in general. Maybe we should talk about that too, but yeah, 2026 I feel is going to be a big year for me. I really want this year to be about like creating, getting in tune with myself again as an artist. And also just having fun. Also just having fun, not taking myself too seriously. I do want to prioritize YouTube in 2026. So if you watched me this year, you are appreciated. Thank you so much for everyone who subscribed, everyone who subscribed from the beginning. And I know I don't get a ton of views, but I really do like making videos. So if you take the time to watch them, you are appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, I don't think there will be any more videos before the new year. So happy new year, y'all. And I will see you in 2026.